host Chris Voss here from thechrisvossshow.com, thechrisvossshow.com. We review all the latest and coolest in social media and technology. This is the Voyager S3 from Newer Technology. That's the Voyager S3 from Newer Technology. It's a USB 3.0 and 2.0 drive docking solution. You can find their products at NewerTech.com. That's NewerTech.com. We're also reviewing that can work in tandem with this device is their store drive product. Be sure to find that on the chrisvossshow.com, but we'll feature that in this. It's basically a way to store your drives so that you can easily pull them out and insert them into this device for whenever you need a particular hard drive. So it gives you basically a run and jump where you can easily plug and play hard drives, pull them out, move on to the next one. It gives you the easiest access data from any 2.5 to 3.5 serial ATA or SATA drive up to 4 TB. So pretty freaking awesome that way. Let's take a look at the side here. You can see how these will take and fit in, where you can have a 3.5 or a 2.5 be able to fit in both versions of this when we open it. It supports SATA, and let's see, we've got maximum data transfer rates that will give one USB 3.0, 2.0 port up to 50 megabytes per second. So this is going to be pretty awesome to test out. It's got, let's see, power supply, all connector cables included. One thing that's really nice about it that I like, it's got non-rubber skid feet, or non-skid rubber feet, I should say. It's got a weighted base to it. You can kind of feel that in the box, so it gives you a stable platform. I have a device that houses one of my hard drives, and I've had it for a long time, but it's very bulky. It takes up a huge amount of desk space. You usually have to put it on its side, and sometimes you, depending upon where you have it, you have to be careful it's not wanting to fall over. You can see some of the outlays at the front and back, and of course we'll get a close-up of this. Works with Mac or PC. So let's go ahead and break this baby open and see what we can find inside. This is pretty cool. So I'm excited to try this to see if it's much better than the one I'm currently using now, and I think it will be because I believe the USB technology is far updated. Of course, we have a user manual that will come with the product, and looks like we've got some plugs. We'll get into that here in a second. Looks like this is their plug device. Looks like it has a travel kind of adapter, if you will, or maybe an international adapter where you can order other plugs, or you might have other plugs that go in here. But this is designed so you can plug this in to the wall. Looks like you might be able to use a different connector plug for this if you wanted to. So evidently there seems to be an option there, but we'll go ahead and use the US American version. There's the plug-in that we've got. Looks like it has your standard USB cable plug. Actually, it looks a little different. That must be the USB 3.0 version. So that's that. We'll get to experience that and see what that is. Very heavy cable. Let's go and open up the bad boy here in and of itself. And this looks pretty cool. Now, this appears to be a locking, maybe release mechanism. We'll find out here. I don't know if this is just a power indicator, but we'll of course find out. You're going through the same experience discovering this for the first time as I am. Okay, yes, so that's a USB 3.0 plug in the back. We've got the DC power in, and you've got a power on and off box, which is really good. So it's not going to sit there and just be powered. Looks like we've got plugs here. This is for the 2.5 drive, and this would flip inward for the 3.5 size drive. So that just pops right out and does the thing. It's got a nice weighted base to it. It's got grommets, of course, to protect whatever you're going to set this on. And that's in essence what it looks like. Let's go ahead and shove a drive in there. Now, one thing we've been using to house our drives is, of course, the NewerTech store drive. You can see us talk about the benefits of this on the chrisvossshow.com on another post. But these are trays that easily take and house these for us. Let's see if I can't figure out the right way to put this in, which is going to be this way. And so that will easily house your device and there, and be able to slide it in, and away you go. You're in business. So pretty cool. What we're going to do is we're going to test this out with our hard drive and give it a day or so where we can play with it, because we really like to do that on the Chris Voss Show. Play with these toys and see what we think of them, and give you our best recommendation. Back in a sec. Okay, folks, so we've gotten a chance to play with the Voyager S3 from Newer Technologies. Very super impressed with the product. This thing is awesome for on-the-go flipping between different hard drives you want to take and use. It's got USB access in the back. That's USB 3.0, so it's super fast in its connections to speed. You can see here when it's powered on, it's got an indicator light, and of course you can power this off when it's not in use, and of course you can power it on when it's good to go. This basically gives you, it's backwards compatible for USB 2.0, so you can use it for that. The easiest way to access data from a 2.5 or 3.5 serial ATA or SATA hard drive. Includes all cables. It's got a 1-year warranty. You can boot and swap your hard drives at will, whether you're on a data recovery mission or you just want to check the contents of an old swapped out drive. It's the easiest and most convenient way to access data from any serial drive. So let me show you how this works. We've got a Kingston solid state hard drive here. You take and plug it in. Let's see if we can get that in there. And simply plug it in. As soon as you plug it in, it will go ahead and be recognized on your computer, and you're good to go. And these are pretty much plug and play design. It saves you the time of installing a drive into a computer at the cost of external enclosure, and you can essentially swap these out. It's hot swap ready, so pretty much all you got to do is take and push the eject button, which is right here. It's got an internal eject button in it, so it ejects your hard drive from the device, from the Voyager S3, and then you're good to go to put another one in there. And of course you can put the bigger ones in there also, the 3.5s. So really intelligent design. It's great for photographers and videographers because you can flip in through multiple hard drives and be able to enjoy them. Truly plug and play, which is really awesome. There's not a lot of brain damage you have to do here or worry about pulling. It really is the fastest data transfer performance when it comes to using this on a Mac or a PC, and there's nothing else to really install or configure. So really love the product. You can find it at NewerTech.com. That's NewerTech.com. It's their Voyager S3 model, their Voyager S3. Be sure to check out their website because they have a whole mess of cool toys and everything. And be sure to check some of the relative posts on the Chris Voss Show. You can see some of the other great products reviewed from Newer Technologies. Anyway, thanks for coming by. Be sure to check back often.